Welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, I'm Katie.
I'm Steph.
We are a married couple from Vancouver, Canada, and we are currently road tripping around Ireland.
Today we are in Cork County and we just drove up to Blarney Castle. Obviously a must-do. We have to go kiss that Blarney Stone along with a lot of other people, apparently.
Yeah, we wanted to take you along to show you what it's really like to go to Blarney Castle and kiss the Blarney Stone, because it is at the top of everyone's list when they're visiting Ireland, but it's a whole thing. So it's not right in the city of Cork. It's a bit of a drive out. We drove ourselves here. It was probably, we're staying in Cove. It was about 35 minutes, so maybe 30 minutes from Cork. Or less.
Probably less from Cork, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not right in the city. So there's lots of tour buses that come here, or you can drive yourself. I do think it gets quite busy. There's a long line, I've read, to go up and kiss the stone. So we're going to take you along and show you what it's actually like. We bought our tickets online. They were 22
euros for an adult ticket each.
Yeah, we bought them in advance. It's 2 euros for parking, and yeah, we're gonna head in and see what all the fuss is about. So I think the gardens are really beautiful, and the castle I think is gonna be really cool. So it should be a good outing.
Let's get to it.
Let's go.
Okay, we just got into the Blarney Castle area, and there was a bit of a lineup at the front because there were a couple tour buses that came right when we arrived, so we tried to get in there.
Not great.
Be prepared for a line out front, because the lineup for if you have tickets already or if you have to buy tickets is the same, so you're probably going to wait in line. But we are going to go and do the Blarney Stone first, and then we'll take our time after and explore more of the gardens.
Yeah, we were basically going to beeline it for the castle because that's where the lineup is going to be. So I think we're going to head toward the bagpipe, get in line. Hopefully it won't be too long, but yeah, a couple of big tour buses just arrived with us, so we'll see. But we've read that it's good to come early in the morning and the line shouldn't be as long, but it could still be an hour or 2 hours. So cross your fingers. Hopefully it won't be that bad.
Blarney Castle is nearly 600 years old and one of the most popular attractions in Ireland. Millions of people have come from all over the world to see the castle and kiss the famous Blarney Stone. Known as the Stone of Eloquence, the Blarney Stone is a block of limestone built into the battlements of the castle, and according to legend, those who kiss it will get the gift of eloquence and persuasiveness. To kiss the stone, you need to climb to the top of the castle through a narrow, winding staircase, and then take your turn by laying down on your back, holding onto the iron rails, and leaning backward over the edge.
Okay, we did it.
We did it. The line was not as long as it said it was going to be, which we were very thankful for, because when we did first get in line, it said 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was not 90 minutes, which is good.
No, but it was over an hour.
Yeah,
but
just over an
also
hour.
the line goes through the castle. It's the same line to go and kiss the stone as it is to just go through the castle.
Yeah.
So you're also going through the castle. So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
part
know.
of the experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then it's also just like very narrow going up through the staircase.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool. Katie has a little bit of an issue with heights.
I think if you're afraid of heights and you're claustrophobic, I am both of those things. I underestimated.
Maybe not as interesting.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting, but it was just like a bit scary. I underestimated how scary it might be.
Yeah.
But it was still worth it, and it was very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not accessible at all. So the stone is at the very top of the tower. You have to go through a lot of, well, you saw. You have to go through some really narrow corridors, a really, really narrow, steep staircase.
Yeah.
Really teeny tiny doorways. Like and that's the only way up. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, but once you're up there, it's such a weird thing to bend over backwards and hold onto these handrails, and it's quite far down. So I'm fairly short. I say fairly, I'm quite short. So yeah, it was like quite a back bend. All that gymnastics training paid off, but
Which is either holding you because
Yeah.
you're also just like dangling over,
Yeah.
the edge.
yeah,
So-
you're holding yourself up, but also they're holding you up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very bizarre. Up at the top for a second, I was just like, what are we
What is this
doing?
thing?
Like, what are we all doing? It's so bizarre, but it's just one of those things that you kind of have to do. I feel like it's a very touristy thing, obviously, but sometimes those things, you just have to do them. And this one, I was like,
Yeah, I think
we
it's
have to
a
go
thing to
kiss the
do
stone.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But I am glad we did it, and I am glad we have more time here because the grounds are beautiful, the gardens are gorgeous,
And it's huge.
There's so much space. I do think a lot of tour buses only have a limited amount of time, obviously, and so you could end up coming and just waiting in line to do the stone and then run out of time to see anything else, which would really be too bad because this is a really beautiful area.
yeah, for sure. I would say 2 to 3 hours would be the right amount of time, but you could end up standing in line for 2 hours. So in that case, you need more like 4.
Yeah.
So driving yourself and doing it on your own schedule, definitely you have more flexibility. So recommend doing that.
Yeah, it was easy to drive here and easy to park and everything. So
Totally. Yeah. So we are going to go explore now and walk around the gardens, and it's very pretty. It's very quiet, and it's a nice day. So yeah.
The grounds at the castle have more than 60 acres of gardens and walking paths, including a river walk and a trail around the lake. The gardens are some of the most visited in all of Ireland, and you could easily spend hours here exploring the beautiful estate.
All right, that is it for our visit. That was so fun. I'm really glad we did it.
Yeah, me too. We successfully toured the grounds with plenty of time. We got to see tons. There's so much. There's caves. There's
so
a river
big.
walk. There's like
Yeah.
all the different gardens. Yeah, absolutely beautiful, especially on a day like today.
Yeah, we really lucked out. And funny thing is, the line did get a lot shorter to go into the castle, but you just never know. Everything we read said to go in the morning and do the castle first because obviously it can get really busy. It is the first week of June as well, so it's like peak season right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, around like 1:30, it really died down and there was no line outside. So
I think a lot of the tour buses leave around 12:30, or at least they did today.
yeah.
So yeah, it would kind of thin out after that, which is nice. I mean,
You just never
you never know.
You don't want to, I don't know. It's a gamble. Like,
Yeah.
I would say come and like peek at the line and see. And if it's really long and you want to like take a chance and walk around first and come back, you could absolutely do that. And it might thin out later, but you just never know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's
I don't
all
know
we
what
got.
to tell you. Oh my God. But yeah, I would definitely say if you can, come on your own rather than with a tour. Just because
definitely.
you have so much more flexibility, and it would be a shame to just come and do the castle and not everything else because it's really beautiful. So And like to get your money's worth as well.
Oh yeah, it's 22 euros to get in.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to have enough time to explore properly.
Yeah, definitely. So all in all, a very fun experience.
Yeah.
Be prepared, obviously, to like, hike up to the very, very top of the tower and dangle on your back to kiss the stone.
Yeah.
There were so many people in line that were like, they did not know that that's what they had
I
to
think
do.
it surprises a lot of people, which is funny because
Yeah.
I definitely looked into what we were doing before we did it, but
I Googled everything. I was like, is this sanitary? We're all kissing the same rock.
yeah, there
Is
was
that
some like
okay?
spray. I didn't see them using it much, but
I read that it was very unlikely that you would get any sort. I don't know. I think it's fine.
along with the gift of gab, you've got
A disease. Anyway, it was a very cool experience. I'm glad we did it. It's one of those things that I think you just have to do.
Yeah.
So definitely put it on your list, and hopefully this gives you a little insight into what it's actually like to come and do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah. Bye.